Hi, I'm Suzanne from tvmag.com. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Suzanne?
Pretty good, pretty good. So what can you tell us about this new season and what's new for Maurice?
Oh man, tons is new.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have we left off season one with me becoming the deacon, and I gotta say, I don't think Maurice was ever out for power, um, or looking to be leaders of all the vampires. Um, I think the shift into becoming deacon was more so a side effect to wanting to save Reginald's life and obviously my own life, because we would both be put to death if he failed the assessment. So that being said, I think initially there's a big woo-saw, like a deep breath, like, oh, we're alive, we did it. And then, in that month or whatever before we come back and come into season two, I think it hits home, and he's kind of realized the weight of the responsibility of being deacon. And you gotta think, like, for a guy who spent decades plotting revenge against vampires and kind of feeling like an outsider going against the grain, never wanting to be a part of the paperwork of the council and all that comes with it. Um, Basically, going from fighting the man and standing up to the system to becoming the man and the system. I think that's a real aha from Maurice in a way. And he's kind of like, what now? What now? Well, that was such a big part of what made him him. Um, and I think he kind of looks deeper in with himself and tries to find other ways to be true to himself while being deacon still. And of course, enlisting the help of his best friend Reginald and Angela and the whole gang. We all work together, which is a lot
And he gets to wear a big red hat.
of fun. Indeed, indeed.
That's that's a great hat. What was your reaction when you first saw that hat? Did you go, oh man, I have to wear this? What did you
Oh, I'm like, well, why don't they just give me this instead of the umbrellas? But yeah,
right?
the hat, whoever made that hat, they deserve it.
And is there any more romance for him, or is it just Angela? Or
Mm, I don't want to give away too much spoilers,
yeah.
but I think in for the most part, Maurice's focus is so lasered in on the problems at hand,
Mhm.
and they're big. It's high stakes. It's
Yeah,
really about love always finds a way. So I don't want to say it's out of the question,
right.
but yeah, we definitely have a lot to do in season two, and we all come together and unite, kind of like a Justice League Avengers kind of thing of vampires and our ragtag crew of non-vampires. And we got everybody, but we uh we basically team up and try to save our world.
Right. And are you still shooting season two, or is it already finished?
We finished, yes.
Oh, okay, good. And is it easier to play Maurice now than when you first started? Are you more comfortable playing him, or was it pretty much the same?
Good question. I think in season one, but especially the earlier episodes, you're working on creating a character and kind of crafting all those different facets of what you want it to be, and working with the the writers, the producers, the directors, everybody. It's a collaborative effort to bring that character to life. And I think the switch for season two is that character's now been established with which luckily enough we get to see some backstory in episode four, and different things that kind of give insight to why Maurice is Maurice. Um, and now stepping into season two, it's kind of just fitting back in, and I think when you're there in Victoria and you're in the outfits, the wardrobe, and you got the makeup on, all of that stuff helps to kind of it's like muscle memory. You know, you don't forget how to ride a bike. And I think it's the same with this. Once the gold tooth goes in, I'm back to being Maurice, and it's a lot of fun.
Is there anyone in the cast that you haven't really worked that much with that you would like to get more opportunity to work with?
Oh, that's a good question. I loved in season 1 when we have a guest come on and they just bring something new. I love the work that Abraham's one of my favorite characters for sure. So working with him is always great. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to see if there's more characters like that, or even him in particular. But yeah, a lot of I'll say it'd be hard to not want to do more scenes. Give me all the scenes, honestly. I think it's very fun.
And you did a movie recently with your dad, Outlaw Posse. How was it working with him again?
Oh, it's tons of fun. I love it. We have a shorthand, so things can go a lot faster, especially on an indie. You know, budgets are limited, so with just kind of like a look, I can something wrong, or oh, he liked that, or we can figure it out. And you know, our relationship is pretty dynamic. We have the father son, and sometimes we're more like brother or friend, or a work relationship, director actor, actor. And this time the hats we wore were cowboy hats. So yeah, it was a good time, and got to be in Montana. But yeah, it's always a good time working with him. I know when he's behind the camera, the notes are always coming from a place of love. He wants you to see you do your best, so he's not gonna steer you away that he feels is wrong. Whether everybody has their own opinions on stuff, but
Right.
I sense of security when I work with him. That's always welcomed. And I also enjoy working with other people, because then I can have something to say, like, oh, I appreciate working with Pops for this, and then crafting those relationships with new people where I have new stuff to learn from, Jeremiah, who's been in the game for forever. Even Harley, when I like to sit in and see his process, I also learn so much from him. And yeah, it's good. I love what I do for work. It doesn't feel like work, so I'm on vacation all the time.
That's cool. Yeah, it's great when you love your work. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, and good luck with the rest of season 2. I hope it's a big hit.
Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Bye.
The other rooms are open.